So recently I came across this tweet from Darth Thunder, Star Wars canon fan account on X. Now, I was interested in the tweet because the contents of it and some of the replies, which I found hilarious, that was primarily what I found amusing about the post. It had been quote tweeted by another person shitting on the concept. Why? Well, because the tweet reads, the upcoming Rey Skywalker Star Wars movie is reportedly set to begin filming on April 7th, 2024. Are you excited for the movie? Now, a little bit of a bait Twitter post to get interactions, but they do give a production list link here in the tweet. And when you follow that, sure enough, it is indeed an untitled Star Wars project feature film with the project summary. The sequel follows the events of Rise of the Skywalker and will focus on Rey as she builds a new Jedi Order. Plastered along with this in the cast and crew list are director Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, Kathleen Kennedy as producer, Justin Britt Gibson, writer, Damon Lindelof, writer, and Daisy Ridley, cast. Now, Daisy Ridley is an obvious inclusion because she's going to be the star of this whole shit show. But the question really comes down to this. Are people excited for this movie? What were the reactions? Well, I'm going to put some of these on screen as I talk about this, but the reactions were not good. And I want to talk about why they weren't good and why people aren't interested in whatever it is that is going to be produced here. Nobody cares about the story of Rey Skywalker, and truthfully, if you go back in time, nobody has ever cared about the story of Rey Skywalker in the films that were made by Disney. These movies failed to get people interested in this character. I famously remember photos being posted online of all the different Star Wars toys in Walmarts and Targets across the United States with everything missing but her figures. There's a reason for that. Luke Skywalker is a character that people remember from the Star Wars franchises. Darth Vader. These are characters that stick in people's heads. So they're memorable because the decisions that they made in the films made sense, or somebody could relate to them, or somebody just simply liked the way the character was portrayed. But that just didn't happen with these new Star Wars films. People don't have that sort of feeling towards them, myself included. I found them to be boring, schlocky, CGI-filled messes that I didn't really enjoy. I found it very difficult to pay attention to these films as they were coming out because I just lost interest in them. And I think a lot of other people did, partially because the stories that were being told were boring, disinteresting, and frankly, things that had been told in other films better through just regular science fiction. If Disney wanted to right the ship at this point, I'm not even sure if they're capable of it, but they would have to make stories that people actually want to watch and can be legitimately invested in. And frankly, anything involving Rey Skywalker is not going to be it, because you've already tainted the character, you've already poisoned the well. People don't like the actress, people don't like the character, they don't like the story that was portrayed in the previous movies. How can you fix that in future movies? The answer is you can't. You bit off more than you can chew, from my perspective. Marvel has put themselves in a corner. They're stuck with this character. And now they have to release movies like this, which will most likely fail. So I'm not really interested in seeing this movie. I don't think it will be good. But I probably will review it when it does come out, which will be in a very long time, obviously, being that they're just beginning filming in 2024. But yeah, I don't know. You tell me in the comments down below, are you excited for the movie?